when you are in your groups, what you are going to do is you're going to work collectively to gather information, closely reading that prompt together. Okay? And we know that closely reading means unpacking the text by annotating and or marking it up, just like you did your speeches. Let me see Kiana's. Hers really. What's important is that you are making annotations that help you understand. Okay? You're going to actually, thank you for being a good listener. You're actually going to unpack that prompt and you're going to write what students need to know and be able to do to complete this project. Are we clear?
Yes.
What questions do you have? Cameron? Should you write in bullet form? Bullet form is great. Baby steps, whatever you prefer. Okay? All right, go.
Include examination of rhetorical devices, methods, and organization used in the speeches, and discuss how they are appropriate for the audience. In your comments, please be sure to discuss how each speech is effective for the proportion overall students. And what we have to write is what the students need to know / be able to do in order to complete this project.
Method of persuasion. And in order to need to.
Okay, but we need the ethos, the pathos, and logo in order to explain how the method of appeal advances the speech or his argument.
You keep right there.
Yeah, keep
What else?
Oh, we need to know what a counterclaim is.
It's counter arguments.
And then write the definition of
It's people to action.
you need to know what a claim
Oh, and you need to understand each speech. I'll come back to that.
we need to know what methods he uses.
We already know it.
How are they appropriate for the audience?
How they're the speeches. Say it again. How are they appropriate for the audience?
What is you expected?
What is the point he's trying to get across? We need to stay on talking. You do need to know to stay on topic. Be objective. Oh yeah, put be objective. What does being objective mean? Not putting your feelings or opinions in something, in what you're writing. Stating just the facts. When you put your opinion in it, tell your perspective, your side.
It says write 2-page essay
You said we don't have to do that right now.
Yeah.
Identify devices.
Yeah, I did. I did. So, what is the Chartier speeches? Just.
So.
That it?
It's some more.
Alright, so we have identified devices, know what the real life examples mean, the author's purpose, know persuasion methods the authors use, and know the central idea of speeches. What else?
Text evidence.
Oh yeah, use text evidence. In order to complete the writing assignment, students should be able to know the central idea of speeches. They need to know the persuasion methods the author uses throughout the speech. They need to know the author's purpose. They also need to know what the real life examples represents. They need to know how to identify the biases. They need to use text evidence. They need to draw conclusions, and they need to use claims and counterclaims to support their central idea.
Need to know how to read, annotate both texts, and make sure you understand them. You need to know how the methods of organization, rhetorical devices, and methods of persuasion work. You need to know counterclaims of both arguments, and also discuss how each speech is effective, and then begin writing an essay.
Know how rhetorical devices are being used. The methods of persuasion in order to advance the argument. Students need to know what counterclaims are and claims. Counterclaims are the opposite points of view. Students also have to annotate the text and understand speech. Students need to know how to write essays. Essays contain 5 paragraphs, indent, and standard English. Students need to also use text evidence in their essay.
Knows both speech and central idea.
3 methods of persuasion.
Be objective.
Understand the point trying to be made. Understanding the point trying to be made.
Stating the facts.
Knowing each person's perspective.
Understanding the text.
Counterclaims and claims.
Rhetorical questions.